This will be the first devlog on my game Sight of Legends, a MOBA-inspired action roguelike game about dodging spells and killing minions. The game has recently been released in early access on Steam, so this devlog will not start at the beginning of the project. Instead, I will show you how I add new characters to the game. What you're seeing right now is a character Hrungnir, which was the last one I added before the early access release. So let's have a look at the process of adding him to the game. Let's start by the inspiration behind the character. In Sight of Legends, every character has a passive ability that they start with. As you may have seen in the footage so far, Hrungnir grows as he levels up. Some of you might recognize this ability from Dota, where the character Tiny does the same thing with his ultimate. Every 10th level, Hrungnir grows and gets increased attack damage, increased health, but gets reduced attack speed. So next we need to figure out how he should look. As the other characters so far in Sight of Legends, Hrungnir's models come from an asset pack by Sinto Studios. It's this guy here from the Fantasy Rivals pack. We start by importing the model into Blender. In here I have already done some cleaning up by removing the rig that he comes with and adjusted the proportions. And then we export the cleaned up model so we can import it into Mixamo, where I will add the animations. That is why I removed the rig that it comes with, because I have not gotten that rig to work with Mixamo. And here we can get it rigged to the Mixamo skeleton very easily anyways. In Mixamo I find the animations I need. Mostly I can use the same animations that I use for the other characters. But for this one I had to pick a different walking animation, since this character will grow and mostly walk rather than run. Then I import all the animation into Blender, and in the action editor I select each animation and use the push down button to get them all together in the non-linear animations, to prepare them for exporting to the game. When all animations are there, I can export the character with all the animations to the IQM format, which is one of the formats Raylib supports for animation. Then I add an entry in my model packer tool, and also in the resource packing tool project file. Then there is a two-step process to prepare the model and animation for being loading into the game. The first one converts the animation from the IQM format to a binary format that represents how Raylib stores models and animations in memory. The second step packages this binary file into the resource package for the game. With those two steps done, we are ready to add the code to load the model and animation to the game. I also add code to make it appear in the character select screen, so the new character can be selected, as well as code for setting the character stats. Now we can select the character and try it in the game. It is holding the wrong weapon for now, and has the wrong abilities, but the animations and the model is correct, so let's add the correct weapon next. The weapon is also included in the asset pack, so we just load that into Blender and make sure it has the correct transform and export it. Then add it to the packaging files and convert and package it, and then add a code for loading it into the game. And here we have the character with its new weapon in action. Let's do the basic attack next. Right now the character uses the same basic attack effect as the other characters, a small fireball. While a rocket giant could throw fireballs, I think I could find something more fitting. Throwing rocks would be much more fitting, so I'll import a rock from the asset pack. Of course, a rock would be easy enough for me to model myself, but as there were already perfectly good rocks in the asset pack, I might as well use one of those. This one did however come from another asset pack, so I'll just remap the UV coordinates to fit with the same texture as the character. The last thing was to implement the passive ability Grow, so the character gets larger and stronger every 10th level. And here you can see the result of that. It gets quite large after a while. That's the end of this video. Don't forget to check out the game on Steam and subscribe to the channel for more devlogs. Thanks for watching. Bye.